this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
Why, hello there, my name is Alex and you're watching Theme Park Freak. Today we have a very special guest. It's my friend Adam, or Loakin. Hello. Today we're back at Pirates of the Caribbean, doing a couple little bits and pieces with the entrance. It's going to be quite a fun episode today. So, we've had a thought of a couple of different things to talk about in this video. And the first thing is, PotC, their new, muck spinning coaster. We had a talk about this the other day, and, it occurred to me that Adam doesn't know that Sierra Sidewinder existed. So,
I'm not familiar with American parks, okay, so don't get at me.
I'm just joking. But yeah, I told him it was going to be a Sierra Sidewinder clone, and he thought I meant Sierra the manufacturer.
Well, considering I didn't even know what Sierra Sidewinder was, the series just opened again. Alright, sorry about that. Considering I didn't even know what Sierra Sidewinder even was, how was I... See, I just thought you were talking about the manufacturer. Siri, shut up.
Yeah, I can see where you were coming from. It does sound like Sierra. And it wouldn't actually surprise me if they started doing spinning coasters. Like, they're sort of a jack of all trades sort of thing. Like, they got the family coaster, they got the Bolton, got everything.
That's just a copy of Intamin's model.
Yeah, but you know.
Like, I don't know why Busch Car and Swimsburg just didn't go with the Intamin model.
Probably because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but it's just like a Chinese rip-off or something.
This vending machine on the screen here, I'm just departing from what we're talking about. I sort of wanted this to look sort of like a poncho dispenser, like sort of that you'd find in a queue, but obviously you can't put them in the queue, so I put one outside. Just because they sell them a lot, but just because they can make money off of it, you know. Do you reckon it works?
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the vending machines in the game is you can't join them up.
Yeah.
They have to be spaced out.
If you had a look earlier, that was what I was trying to do, but obviously you can't do that.
Can't do it.
Yeah. So, sort of experimenting with a bunch of different plants in this area. I think it turns out alright. The queue was really hard for me to get right, because it just didn't look right for half the time. And I also try and make a start on the exit shop, which is quite hard. But yeah, let's head back over to Portland's and just talk about that. So what do you think of like the actual area that the ride's going to be in Tornado Springs?
I'm actually quite excited for it. Like, considering what it looks like on the concept art, it looks very, very
interesting.
Promising, that's the word.
Yeah. Maybe sort of like Radiator Springs in California Adventure.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be quite on that level though.
No, I mean that's what I said. Like, but you know, like I doubt that.
PotC Park is just one of the last parks I expected to do these kinds of areas, like Little Africa and Lost Kingdom, because a couple seasons ago, PotC Park was just this tiny little family amusement park in the south of England. Now look at them, they're one of the biggest parks in the UK.
Okay, sorry about that. My sister stormed in the room and started talking to the camera. But yeah. Anyways, what you were saying?
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, God.
We're talking about
What was I
portents.
Oh yeah, like, because on the concept art it looks very, very well themed, and also something on the concept was that I think it is a Sierra swinging ride. Was it? No, I think it's a Zamperla. I don't know, either one of them, and that's a thrill ride. So that's quite interesting that they've gone with a thrill ride.
Well, we were actually talking about this when they first announced the concept art. We thought that it was going to end up being, you know, a extreme spinning coaster, but obviously that did not come to fruition. It's just going to be your run-of-the-mill family spinning coaster by Mark.
I would have been very surprised if it was an extreme spinning coaster.
Yeah, but it would have been really good. You got to admit that.
Yeah, but you have to remember it's just not their target market, which is why I'm surprised they put in that Intamin gyro swing rip-off.
I see what you're talking about. But, you know. Anyway, back to the video real quick. What do you think of the queue? I wasn't too happy with it, but I'm not sure what to think of it at the moment.
I mean, it's hard to talk about a queue when there's no theming there yet.
Yeah, but I'm mainly talking about, like, the layout.
Oh, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, you can have a really weird queue layout, but when you put the theming in, you don't really notice it.
Yeah. I'm just not sure whether there are too many cattle pens or not, is mainly what I'm asking.
I mean, this is a Disney park, so I don't think that's relevant.
Well, I'm pretty happy with the theming on the main ride at the moment. Mainly inside the restaurant. I think, like, the theming I've done there is probably the best theming I've ever done in a park. So hopefully I can get to that same level with the queue, even though it might be a bit hard to work around. But yeah, anyway, let's try and talk about some other theme parks. So, when I first started building this park, me and Adam were arguing about whether Disney or Universal was better. And I was on Disney's side, Adam was on Universal.
I honestly think Universal's still better.
I can see what you're talking about, because they got the better rides as well as the theming. But I still think that Disney just has that charm to it, because, you know, they've got all the classic rides as well as the other stuff, because Universal's a lot more modern. Well, go ahead.
Like, the thing with Universal is that there's a ride for everyone there, including thrill seekers. With Disney, if you're a really big thrill seeker, unless you like theming, you're not really gonna have a lot to do at Disney.
Well, that's where I'd have to disagree, because I'm thinking mainly here, not just like the Florida parks or the Anaheim parks, but they've got thrill coasters, they've got Rock and Roller Coaster, they've got Space Mountain. I definitely can see what you're talking about. But yeah, that's just mainly my train of thought on the subject.
Yeah, but what also really annoys me about their coasters is because they spend so much money on theming, they cheap out on the coasters and they always go with Vekoma. And that's always...
Well, I think the reason they go with Vekoma is because they're really flexible when it comes to rides.
No, I think the only reason they go with Vekoma is because they're cheap.
I can see why you'd think that.
Like, with Universal, with Hagrid's, they properly thought well and hard with that layout, and they, of course, went with Intamin. and produced an amazing coaster.
Actually, I can definitely see what you mean by that. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, Universal is their idea of theming, I'm saying this in air quotation marks, is screens half the time.
Hagrid's.
That's why I said half the time. Because, like, think of it.
But whilst you say that, but Disney is starting to do a lot of screens now as well.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
with Frozen.
Frozen doesn't deserve animatronics. To be honest, I've never been a big fan of Frozen.
And you say that Disney has that charm to it, but I honestly feel like Disney is starting to lose that charm because, especially with Epcot, in my opinion, right now, you've got a fantastic world showcase area, and it celebrates the culture of different parts of the world. And then they just went to the Norway Pavilion and just put a Frozen ride in there. And now they're putting Ratatouille in the France Pavilion, and I honestly think that's kind of ruining the area.
Well, here's the thing. It's like the old attractions that have the charm. Like Pirates of the Caribbean or
World Showcase is such a unique thing. I don't think it should be ruined like that.
Yeah, I can definitely tell where you're coming from. It's a really touchy subject.
Because, I mean, Ratatouille, I can tolerate being in France Pavilion because it actually is set in Paris and it probably does kind of fit in there in terms of theming. But Frozen, I mean, they say it's set in Norway, but I honestly don't see anything in Frozen that can link it with the Norway Pavilion.
Yeah, I can definitely see your grievance with it. But, like, they gotta add something for, like, the little ones. That, like...
Why didn't they put it in Magic Kingdom?
Probably because, they already had a bunch of Frozen stuff in the Norway Pavilion. Like, behind the scenes, like, pictures of, like, the development stuff.
Yeah.
Which, can be seen as either a good or a bad thing.
I just don't like Disney that much, that's just all to say.
Well, we're running out of time here, so I just want to start off with the end of the video. So, if you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe to Adam's channel. He's just hit 1.2 thousand subscribers, am I right?
Not there yet, still got about 10 more.
Okay, so subscribe to Adam's channel if you haven't already. He's really good, he makes amazing Planet Coaster videos. He's just started the Nemesis recreation on his channel, which is looking absolutely amazing if I do say so. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.